So here we are on a beautiful sunny day at the San Francisco National Cemetery. Now this cemetery here is right in San Francisco Bay, and you can see there out through those gorgeous old trees is Alcatraz. It actually looks closer here than it does when you get down to the shoreline if my memory serves correctly. So we're going to do a quick pan round here. We've got in the far distance as we come round, it looks like they're doing renovation works over there, and there's a piece of machinery and some workmen over there doing restoration work. I must say the place is really kept beautifully here and very respectful, so I'll do my best to be respectful in this little video. The reason for coming down here really, for me, was to see this grave. Now, this is a Mr. Grayson, and as it says on there, he was in the Spanish-American War. We can see that he's in Company D, and that's of the 1st Nebraska Infantry. And his grave marker is number 255, and it's on a shield. As most of the other ones for the Spanish-American War are. One or two of the ones of this particular war, they do have the birth and death dates on, but this one, as you can see around the back here, is basically plain on the back. Others do have the grave marker number on there. This one has it on the front, so it's a little bit different. So coming back to Mr. Grayson again, let's just go over this. For those who are not aware, William Grayson, a young man, he was actually English at the time when he joined up he was in Nebraska, so he joined up with to the siren call. He joined up with the Nebraska regiment. Was shipped out to San Francisco, like so many other young boys, barely trained as a soldier, and it didn't say it on here, of course, but he actually went to the Philippines, and eventually what was called by some historians a insurrection, a Filipino insurrection happened, and he was, by all accounts, by his own account and by the general consensus of history, he was the guy to fire the first shot in that Philippine-American war. As a few people now call it, it was always called an insurrection from the American point of view, but I've actually seen other entries now where it is called a war, so that's quite interesting. So there he is, right? That's quite interesting. As I've said before, it's interesting to me, right? And of course, he's a very young man, and after the war, he eventually became an American citizen, and he was just an ordinary sort of chap. As far as we can tell, he never really bragged about his exploits. He just got on and did his jobs. He worked in San Francisco, San Jose, and other areas as a fairly ordinary working man's job. And basically, I don't think one gets the impression he never really said much about the war. And I think there's a record that he mistakenly fired the first shot. I think probably when he was working out some kind of pension, because he'd been ill in the war as well, like so many soldiers were, and he had these minor sufferings all his life. So there he is, and it's interesting here that it's always referred to, and I see the other ones in this section of the grave of the cemetery. They all refer to the Spanish-American War and not to the particular. So I think he was only in the one action in the Philippines. So that's that. And The only other thing of note I wanted to mention that of all the graves in this section, the one opposite him over here, the gravestone is missing. And I guess you can actually see what will be, I suppose, the coffin. It's a very small and narrow looking one, so that may be representative of how they were laid to rest in this section.